Steffy perception Hope and Carter have reason to celebrate. Something is wrong. Steffy and Finn talk about Carter standing up for Hope today on The Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke gives Deacon an update, and Will exhorts Liam to stand up for his former partner. Steffy and Finn share a kiss at Forrester's main office. Reiterating that hope for the future survives to see another day, she tells him she needed that. Carter wants to invest more money in it, even though she acknowledges that she and her father have serious reservations. Finn is taken aback by the financial worries. Why is he suddenly becoming so interested in hope for the future, Steffy wonders. She describes him as a practical leader, who makes reasoned decisions without giving thought to feelings. Finn believes that he must therefore have great confidence in Hope's line. He described her as a beacon of light, according to Steffy. It's not like him, and given how poorly her line is performing, something is strange. Finn assumes she's trying to figure out whether there's more going on. Brooke expresses gratitude to Carter in the design office for his fervent defense of Hope's line. Indeed, Hope remarks, passionate. Carter claims that without hope and hope for the future, the business would go astray. Bill asks Liam if he wants to try Hope again at Spencer. Have you met me? Liam jokes. He didn't move on even though he felt he had to. He's appreciative of Will's assistance in making it happen. Bill adores how close his boys are to one another. Everyone agrees that Will's return is wonderful. Bill inquires as to what Will said to persuade Liam that he ought to make amends with Hope. Will informs his father about Liam's clumsy lunchtime talk with the models. Admittedly, Liam was preoccupied with his girls. I want my family returned. Bill inquires as to Hope's reaction after telling her. Liam acknowledges that she was taken by surprise, and that he understands, but he won't give up. When Brooke arrives at Il Giardino, Deacon greets her and tells her it's a nice surprise. Is she alone, he wonders. Yes, she responds. No, Ridge, even better, he laughs. Brooke is relieved that they can talk about their daughter now that Sheila isn't present. While they are seated, Brooke informs Deacon that Steffy called a second meeting to discuss Hope's line. Deacon believes that his daughter's situation will improve, just as it did for his restaurant. Carter, according to Brooke, was the one who turned the tide. That's not anything Deacon would have imagined, but Carter is an expert. Although Carter showed up to the meeting well prepared, Brooke claims that Steffy wasn't overjoyed. They discuss how Steffy has put Hope under constant attack, and Deacon is relieved that Carter is finally on her side. Carter informs Hope at the design office that it would be absurd to reduce her line on several fronts. She is ecstatic to be able to implement her vision. Carter wants to enjoy his birthday away from work and other distractions. Just the two of us. When Hope and Carter get to his loft, she feels at ease there. She extends her gratitude to him for standing up for her today. Carter admits, I wasn't just considering what would be best for the company. I keep thinking about you all the time. Steffy informs Finn at the main office that Carter greatly supported Hope. Finn observes that the math doesn't add up. Is there something he senses that Steffy is missing? She respects Carter's opinion. Finn is confident that everything will make sense eventually. Steffy tells Finn he looks like a snack, changing the topic. Liam tells Bill he'll need to exercise patience at Spencer. Will begs him to continue being there for Hope. Liam is aware that she must be the only lady a man has eyes for. To prove she is the one woman for him, he must do this. Hope tells Carter in his apartment that it was kind of him to do all of this. She surveys the amorous candles, etc. Liam texts her out of the blue, asking her to come get Beth at his place. He understands that Carter wants her back. Hope acknowledges that he brought up the topic of making amends. She informed him she doubted her ability to pull that off. Although she would always prioritize Beth's needs, she would prefer to see her parents happy apart from one another than unhappy together. She is reassured by Carter. She needs to look after herself first. He believes that returning to her ex-husband before she investigates to see what options are available would be a grave error. Steffy senses that Finn has to leave the main office. He acknowledges that he needs to see a patient. They make the decision to bed the youngsters earlier this evening. Finn talks about how Luna almost cost him her. They cuddle and share a kiss. Deacon instructs Brooke to ask Carter to come in for a couple of house pizzas at Il Giardino. He hopes their daughter's recent success will continue. Because Carter recognizes the potential in her line, Brooke believes it will. He's just the kind of help she needs at this moment. Liam suggests to Will at Spencer that perhaps he and Hope needed some space and time apart in order to really appreciate what they had created. Will exhorts his brother to defend her in the event that another man approaches her first. He informs Hope that she inspires others at Carter's place. It's essential to Forrester's personality. He enumerates her many virtues. He recalls her stunning appearance in Rome. He's very inspirational himself, Hope assures him. He welcomes conversations on any topic without passing judgment. She has found solace in it during the challenging previous year. Her job is in jeopardy, but she's a divorced mother doing her best. She is attempting to be okay while yearning for love and attention. Up until now, she hasn't truly felt like she had anyone on her side. She is grateful for their relationship. Carter declares his obsession with her. He prefers to be extremely explicit about his goals. Is that upsetting you? Not at all, replies Hope. Carter informs her that she occupies all of his thoughts. Right here, he replies, placing her hand on his chest. After kissing, they begin pulling off clothes. Hope applies the brakes and tells them not to. However, Carter adds, we could. Carter and Hope caught. What will Steffy do? The latest shocker involves none other than Carter Walton, played by Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan, played by Annika Noel, who found themselves entangled in a forbidden office romance. But of course, we knew it wouldn't be long before someone caught on. And that someone is Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Let's break it all down and see where this juicy love triangle might be heading. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Carter and Hope's secret romance. It all started with innocent glances and brief moments behind closed doors. The office can be a lonely place when you're working long hours, but Carter and Hope have taken it to the next level. Despite knowing how dangerous and messy these office romances can get, they just can't seem to stay away from each other. Every stolen kiss between meetings adds more fuel to the fire. A fire they've tried hard to keep hidden. But with someone as sharp as Steffy Forrester lurking around, it was only a matter of time before the truth slipped out. The chemistry between Carter and Hope has been undeniable. Hope, who has recently gone through emotional turmoil with her failed relationships, finds comfort in Carter's calm, level-headed demeanor. Meanwhile, Carter, who's been unlucky in love, feels drawn to Hope's vulnerability and beauty. But the big question remains. What will happen now that they've been caught in a compromising situation by Steffy? The moment Steffy catches them red-handed. Steffy Forrester, being the savvy and intuitive woman she is, has had her suspicions for a while. The tension between Hope and Carter hasn't gone unnoticed, and as CEO of Forrester Creations, Steffy has an obligation to protect the company from internal scandals, especially those that could affect the family and its image. One fateful day, as Carter and Hope are sneaking a moment of passion in the Forrester Creations office, Steffy walks in just in time to witness them hurriedly jumping apart. Shocked and full of questions, Steffy demands to know what's going on. Of course, Carter and Hope try to play it off as nothing, denying any wrongdoing, but the damage is done. Steffy saw the truth with her own eyes, and no amount of denial will change that. So what will Steffy do next? She's never been one to back down from confronting a situation head-on, and we know she'll have some strong feelings about what she just witnessed. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy's history with Hope and Carter. We can't forget that Steffy has a complicated history with both Hope and Carter. Steffy has never been Hope's biggest fan, especially after Hope kissed John Finn Finnegan, played by Tanner Novlin, at Eric Forrester's mansion during Brooke Logan's party. That little indiscretion left a bad taste in Steffy's mouth, making her even more wary of Hope's actions. Meanwhile, Steffy has a professional and personal respect for Carter, who has been a loyal employee and a close friend to the Forrester family for years. However, Steffy knows all too well how disastrous office romances can be. She's witnessed firsthand how relationships within Forrester Creations can lead to drama, jealousy, and even resignations. Let's not forget that Carter's past office romances, with Quinn Fuller Rena Sofer, and Zoe Buckingham Kiara Barnes, led to major shakeups at the company. Steffy will have to weigh her options carefully. Can she let this romance slide? Or will she feel compelled to intervene? B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester's next move. Steffy's first instinct will likely be to confront Carter and Hope privately. She might remind them of the consequences of their actions, and how it could affect their careers. Steffy could issue a warning, reminding them that if things go south, it won't just be their personal lives on the line. The entire company could be dragged into yet another scandal. But here's the thing. Steffy isn't one to sit back and let things unravel without taking control. Could she implement a new rule banning office romances altogether? It's a possibility, but that could cause some friction with her father, Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and stepmother Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. After all, Brooke and Ridge have a long, complicated romantic history, much of which played out in the very offices of Forrester Creations. Banning office romances would seem hypocritical given their situation, but Steffy might be desperate to avoid another family implosion. Will Steffy stop Hope's line? It's no secret that Steffy and Hope have clashed in the past over the Hope for the Future line, especially when business decisions were involved. Could Steffy use this latest revelation to her advantage and threaten to stop Hope's line if she doesn't end her relationship with Carter? This power move could force Hope to choose between her career and her blossoming romance, putting her in an incredibly difficult position. Alternatively, Carter might step in to defend Hope, sparking even more tension between him and Steffy. If Carter stands up for Hope, it could send all kinds of alarm bells ringing in Steffy's head, making her question Carter's loyalty to Forrester Creations and his commitment to professionalism. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Is Hope Logan doomed? If history has taught us anything, it's that Hope Logan has a habit of getting herself into complicated love triangles that lead to heartbreak. Her previous relationships, particularly with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson, have left her emotionally scarred and vulnerable. Now with Carter entering the mix, Hope risks repeating the same patterns that have caused her pain in the past. Will Hope's feelings for Carter be strong enough to withstand the pressure from Steffy and the potential fallout at Forrester Creations? Or will she decide that it's not worth jeopardizing her career and reputation for a romance that might be doomed from the start? B&B rumors. A baby on the horizon? Rumors have been swirling that Hope and Carter's relationship could take an unexpected turn, and that turn might involve a baby. Carter has always wanted a family of his own, and he's been vocal about his desire to settle down and become a father. Could Hope be the woman to make Carter's dreams come true? A pregnancy would certainly complicate things further, especially if Steffy finds out before Hope and Carter are ready to share the news. Steffy could use this information to her advantage, leveraging it to gain control over the situation. But on the other hand, a baby could bring Hope and Carter closer, solidifying their bond and potentially leading to a lasting relationship. Will Hope and Carter's romance survive? Ultimately, the future of Hope and Carter's relationship hinges on how they handle the pressure from Steffy and the rest of the Forrester family. If they can keep their romance under wraps long enough to figure out their next move, they might have a chance at a real future together. However, if Steffy decides to go public with what she's seen, all bets are off. Steffy's loyalty to her family and her desire to protect Forrester Creations will no doubt influence her next steps. Will she be able to keep quiet, or will she blow the whistle on Carter and Hope's romance for the sake of the company? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. This office romance is about to ignite a firestorm that will shake up the Forrester family and leave fans on the edge of their seats. Real romance for Carter and Hope. A bold and beautiful pairing. When Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor sets his eyes on someone, he doesn't just dip his toe into the dating pool. He dives in headfirst, armed with charm, romance, and a heart full of good intentions. His romantic track record on The Bold and the Beautiful is filled with whirlwind affairs, grand gestures, and unfortunately, some heartbreak. Now, it seems Carter has set his sights on none other than Hope Logan, Annika Noel. But what will come of this new dynamic duo? Let's dig deep into the sizzling chemistry between these two and explore where this might lead. Carter Walton, the serial romantic. It's no secret that Carter tends to fall fast and hard when he finds a woman who captures his interest. He's the kind of guy who brings flowers on the first date, writes poetry, and doesn't waste time when it comes to popping the question. If history is any indication, when Carter wants a woman, marriage proposals aren't too far behind. Remember how quickly things escalated with Quinn Fuller, Rena Sofer? That romance began with secret glances and ended with Carter ready to walk down the aisle. And now, after his failed attempts with both Quinn and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, Carter's heart seems to be aiming in a different direction, toward Hope Logan. Hope may be dealing with her own roller coaster of emotions following her split from Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, but Carter seems determined to sweep her off her feet. Hope Logan. Conflicted but craving attention. Hope Logan has never been one to jump from one relationship to the next without careful thought, but her recent personal life has been full of tumult. From dealing with her feelings about Thomas to the recent humiliation with John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, Hope has been through the emotional ringer. She's also had Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, lurking in the background, constantly complicating things by reminding her of their shared history. Now, out of the blue, she finds herself at the center of Carter Walton's romantic focus. Though Hope might be confused about the source of Carter's sudden interest, she can't help but enjoy the attention. After all, it's nice to be wanted, especially by someone as handsome and accomplished as Carter. But is Hope truly ready for this new chapter in her life? Or is this just another rebound in the making? Carter sweeps Hope off her feet. Or does he? When Carter pulls out all the stops and takes Hope on a romantic dinner date, it's no surprise that sparks begin to fly. Carter knows how to create a magical evening, and this date is no exception. But while the evening might be picture perfect, Hope's mind isn't entirely in the moment. There's something holding her back, her unresolved feelings for Liam, and the emotional baggage from her previous relationships. Hope is a woman caught between her past and her future. On one hand, Liam is tugging at her heartstrings, reminding her of the life they once had. On the other, Carter is offering her something new, something fresh. But is Hope ready to leave the past behind and focus on the future? Or will she remain trapped in the same emotional loop, constantly drawn back to Liam? The complicated web of love in Los Angeles. Let's not forget that love in Los Angeles, especially on The Bold and the Beautiful, is never simple. Carter's past with Quinn and Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, adds an extra layer of complication to this budding romance. It wasn't too long ago that Carter nearly married Paris, and now she's set to walk down the aisle with Thomas Forrester, Hope's former love interest. The tangled web of relationships within the Forrester and Logan families is dizzying, to say the least. Will Hope and Carter's newfound romance face roadblocks from their pasts? Could Hope's unresolved feelings for Liam throw a wrench in Carter's plans? And how will Paris and Thomas's upcoming wedding affect the dynamics between Carter, Hope, and Thomas? Hope's conflicted heart. One of the most intriguing aspects of this potential love triangle is Hope's emotional state. She's been through so much recently, from Thomas and Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samry, moving out of her life to her ill-fated pursuit of Finn. And now, just as she's starting to find her footing again, Liam comes back into the picture, declaring that he still has feelings for her. The kiss that Liam surprised Hope with left her stunned, and it's clear that there's still some part of her that's drawn to him. But can she truly open her heart to Carter, while these lingering emotions for Liam remain unresolved? Hope may enjoy the attention that Carter is giving her, but if her mind is elsewhere, this romance could fizzle out before it even begins. Carter's determination. On the other side, Carter is all in. He's not one to sit on the sidelines waiting for things to happen. When Carter wants something, or in this case someone, he goes after it with everything he's got. His history of fast-moving relationships suggests that he's already envisioning a future with Hope, complete with wedding bells and happily ever after. But this time, Carter might need to tread more carefully. Hope is no stranger to love triangles and heartbreak, and if Carter moves too quickly, he could scare her off. What Hope needs right now is patience and understanding, not a rush to the altar. What's next for Carter and Hope? As Carter and Hope continue to navigate their budding romance, it's clear that they both have a lot of emotional baggage to sort through. For Hope, it's about finding closure with Liam and figuring out what she truly wants in a partner. For Carter, it's about proving that he's not just in it for the thrill of the chase, but is truly committed to building something meaningful with Hope. Will Hope open her heart to Carter and give their relationship a real chance? Or will her unresolved feelings for Liam get in the way? And how will the upcoming wedding of Paris and Thomas play into the mix? One thing is certain. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, love is never simple, and this new romance is bound to have its share of twists and turns. A long-term love story or another heartbreak. Whether Carter and Hope end up together in the long run remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure. This storyline has all the ingredients for a classic soap opera love triangle. With Carter's passionate nature and Hope's indecision, There's no telling where things will end up. Could this be the start of a real romance for Carter and Hope? Or will it fizzle out just as quickly as Carter's previous relationships? Fans will have to tune in to see if Carter Walton's latest romantic pursuit will lead to happiness or heartbreak. But one thing is certain. Love in the world of the bold and the beautiful is always full of surprises. Finn busts Steffy flirting with Carter? Will Steffy Forrester risk it all to get back at Hope Logan? In the world of the bold and the beautiful, love triangles, secret affairs, and revenge plots are nothing new. The characters are notorious for pushing the boundaries of love, loyalty, and betrayal. And at the center of it all, there's often one name: Steffy Forrester. Steffy's love life has always been a source of drama, and now it seems she's ready to push the limits once again. This time by putting her own marriage on the line. Steffy's next move: a dangerous game of revenge. The rivalry between Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Hope Logan Annika Noel has become legendary in the bold and the beautiful universe. Over the years they've fought over men, careers, and family loyalty. Just when fans thought things had simmered down, new spoilers suggest Steffy may be ready to reignite the war with a bold and shocking move. Flirting with Hope's potential new man, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Why Steffy wants revenge? A look at the backstory. To understand why Steffy would go after Hope's new flame, we have to look back at recent events in Bold and the Beautiful. Hope and Steffy's rivalry reached a new level when Hope shared a passionate kiss with Steffy's husband, Dr. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. The fallout was immediate, with Steffy feeling betrayed and humiliated. Even though Finn has sworn his loyalty to Steffy, the kiss left deep wounds that haven't healed. Now Steffy is on a mission to get even. But how far will she go? According to rumors, she might risk it all: her marriage, her family, and her reputation, by flirting with Carter to derail Hope's budding romance. In Steffy's mind, it might be a perfect tit for tat, but could she be walking straight into a disaster? Steffy's flirtation with Carter. The scene set up. Let's set the stage for this potential bombshell. Steffy, who is no stranger to using her charm, knows exactly how to manipulate situations to her advantage. When she discovers that Hope is growing closer to Carter, it won't take long for her to devise a plan to break them up. But this time her scheme may have consequences she doesn't anticipate. Picture this. Steffy is at Forrester Creations, looking stunning as ever, when she sees Carter, Hope's newfound object of affection. With a sly smile she approaches him, engaging in casual conversation that slowly becomes more flirtatious. The chemistry between them builds, and suddenly, what started as a plan to drive Hope mad turns into something more dangerous. Could Steffy be playing with fire? How far will Steffy go? While Steffy may initially see her flirtation with Carter as a way to hurt Hope, the situation could spiral out of control. The question on everyone's mind is, how far will she go? Could she push the boundaries of her own marriage with Finn to prove a point? Spoilers hint that Finn may not be so forgiving if he catches Steffy in a compromising position. Steffy has always maintained that her marriage to Finn is her top priority, but her obsession with besting Hope may cloud her judgment. Her need for revenge could become so all-consuming that she loses sight of what really matters: her family. Will Steffy jeopardize her relationship with Finn just to make Hope suffer? The fallout. Finn walks in on Steffy and Carter? If the spoilers are accurate, we might be in for a dramatic confrontation when Finn walks in on Steffy and Carter. Can you imagine the tension when Finn catches his wife seemingly flirting with another man, especially after all the drama with Hope? Finn has been patient and forgiving, but everyone has a breaking point. Could this be the final straw for the Shin marriage? Fans know that Finn has a strong moral compass, and if he feels that Steffy has crossed a line, he may not be willing to forgive her as easily as she might hope. The fallout from this could be explosive, leading to serious questions about the future of their marriage. Carter Walton, stunned by Steffy's advances. Meanwhile, let's not forget about Carter Walton in all of this. Carter is no stranger to heartbreak, having been burned by past relationships with Zoe Buckingham and Quinn Fuller. He's a good guy who just can't seem to catch a break when it comes to love. So, how will he react if Steffy starts flirting with him? Carter has always admired Steffy professionally, but if she starts coming on to him, he might be caught off guard. Could Carter find himself in a new romantic entanglement, or will he reject Steffy's advances, knowing that she's still married to Finn? Whatever happens, it's clear that Carter will be stunned by Steffy's behavior, and so will the rest of the Forrester Creations team. Hope Logan, the unwitting player in Steffy's game. While Steffy is focused on getting back at Hope, it's possible that Hope may not even realize the extent of Steffy's manipulation. Hope has been preoccupied with her feelings for Thomas and her recent flirtations with Carter, but Steffy's actions could blindside her. How will Hope react when she realizes that Steffy has been plotting behind her back once again? This ongoing rivalry between Steffy and Hope is one of the most compelling storylines on The Bold and the Beautiful, and it seems there's no end in sight. With Steffy's next move threatening to blow up not just her life, but also Hope's, viewers are in for some intense drama. What's next for Steffy, Finn, and Carter? As we wait for these events to unfold on Bold and the Beautiful, one thing is certain. Steffy's desire for revenge could cost her everything. Will she realize the danger of her actions before it's too late? Or will her need to hurt Hope end up destroying her marriage with Finn? Steffy has always been a fierce and determined character, but even the strongest can make mistakes. If Finn catches Steffy flirting with Carter, it could lead to a major turning point in their relationship. Could this be the end of Shin? Or will Finn find it in his heart to forgive Steffy once again? And what about Carter? Will he become the latest pawn in Steffy's game? Or will he see through her plan and refuse to get involved? Carter has been unlucky in love for far too long. Perhaps this time, he'll choose to protect himself instead of getting caught up in Forrester drama. Final thoughts. The storm is brewing on Bold and the Beautiful. With spoilers hinting at a showdown between Steffy, Finn, and Carter, the drama on Bold and the Beautiful is about to reach new heights. As Steffy flirts with danger, risking her marriage and reputation to get back at Hope, fans are left wondering how far she'll go, and what the ultimate consequences will be. The battle between Steffy and Hope is far from over, and as we've seen time and time again, there are no limits to how far these two will go to one-up each other. Will Steffy's latest scheme backfire? Or will she come out on top, leaving Hope once again heartbroken and defeated? One thing's for sure. The Forrester family is in for some major upheaval. Keep watching The Bold and the Beautiful to see how this intense storyline plays out. Liam goes for it, Hope's mind bends. The Bold and the Beautiful shocker. In the complex web of romance, betrayal, and lingering emotions that drive CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful, few relationships have captured as much attention as that of Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel. For years, their love story has been a roller coaster of dramatic highs and crushing lows. Fans of the show have followed the two through heartwarming reunions, painful separations, and of course, the unpredictable love triangles that seem to be the heartbeat of B&B. Now, as recent spoilers tease, the love triangle between Liam, Hope, and Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson is far from over. But in this twist, a new player is entering the fray, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Could he be the wild card that finally makes Hope rethink her relationship with both Liam and Thomas? And what about Liam's bold move to win Hope back, despite the emotional chaos surrounding them? Liam Spencer's bold move. Why he believes Hope should be his again. Liam Spencer has never been one to back down from a challenge, especially when it comes to the love of his life, Hope Logan. Ever since they shared that undeniable connection years ago, Liam has always been drawn back to Hope, no matter the obstacles standing in their way. However, as devoted viewers know, their love has faced more than its fair share of hurdles. After months of reflection and a heart-stopping moment in Rome where Liam witnessed Hope's passionate kiss with Thomas, Liam's heart was shattered. But in true B&B fashion, that pain only reignited his determination to fight for the woman he truly loves. Liam, always the idealist, believes that his connection with Hope is unbreakable, despite the tension between them. That's why when he recently reintroduced the idea of reuniting, fans knew something big was brewing. To top it off, Liam poured his heart into a marketing video for Spencer Publications, a personal project where he featured touching family photos of their daughter, Beth Spencer, Jordan Gracie, and Hope's adopted son, Douglas Forrester, Henry Samory. It was an emotional gesture that was more than just about business. It was a message of love and longing. Hope's reaction? Positive. She appreciated the effort and seemed touched by the sentiment behind the video. And then, in true Liam fashion, he followed up with a kiss. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, remembering Rome. Before we delve into what this kiss could mean for Liam and Hope, Let's rewind to that unforgettable moment in Rome, Italy. The Bold and the Beautiful is known for its iconic location shoots, and after the pandemic halted international scenes for a while, the Rome trip was a highly anticipated event. The backdrop of the Colosseum and ancient streets created the perfect setting for a monumental storyline twist. Liam, heartsick and confused, wandered the streets of Rome, where he happened upon a sight he wished he hadn't: Hope, the love of his life, kissing Thomas Forrester. The image of their lips locking haunted him, sending Liam into a tailspin of emotions. Hurt, angry and dazed, he stumbled into Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, his ex-wife and the mother of his other daughter, Kelly Spencer. In a moment of vulnerability, he kissed her, reigniting old flames, if only for a fleeting moment. But unlike other impulsive decisions made in the heat of the moment, this kiss didn't lead to a complicated new chapter. Steffy, ever the mature and steady presence, shut down the situation and swore Liam to secrecy. So far, that secret has stayed under wraps, but secrets never stay hidden for long in the world of B&B. B&B spoilers: Carter Walton's serious confession. Meanwhile, while Liam tries to find his way back to hope, another man has entered the picture: Carter Walton. In a surprising twist, Carter revealed his feelings for Hope during a heart-to-heart conversation about hope for the future. He confessed that his thoughts have strayed far beyond the professional realm and into something deeply personal. And then the kiss. Yes, Carter kissed Hope. This moment seemed to shock not only fans but Hope herself. While she had pulled back when Liam kissed her, seemingly uncertain about her feelings, she didn't do the same with Carter. There was no immediate pushback, no stunned look of confusion, no hesitation. Could this be a sign that Hope's heart and mind are open to new possibilities? Liam, of course, is unaware of this new development, but it's only a matter of time before he finds out. With Carter entering the mix, could we be heading toward a love triangle, or quadrangle, if we count Thomas, that will leave Hope in the middle of a whirlwind of emotions and decisions? Hope Logan's changing heart, breaking the pattern? For the longest time, Hope's heart seemed to belong solely to Liam. She loved him with a steadfast devotion that fans could root for, even during the most tumultuous times. But even the strongest loves can falter, and after everything she's been through, Liam's betrayal with Steffy, her complicated feelings for Thomas, and now Carter's unexpected confession, Hope's heart seems to be bending in ways no one anticipated. Thomas, for his part, appeared to be ready to settle down with Hope after everything they'd been through. But after 2 failed marriage proposals, it seems Hope wasn't quite ready to take that plunge. When Thomas left town with Douglas and returned with his fiancée, Paris Buckingham Diamond White, the shockwaves hit Hope harder than she expected. The sight of Douglas calling Paris mommy was enough to destabilize Hope emotionally. She had always envisioned herself in that role, but seeing someone else step in so easily shook her confidence. Now, after a misguided attempt to connect with John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, Hope is left questioning everything. What's next for Hope, Liam, and Carter? The future for Hope and Liam is more uncertain than ever. While Liam is making bold moves, hoping to reignite the flame with Hope, she seems to be more conflicted than ever. Carter's entrance into her life has added a layer of complexity that even longtime fans of The Bold and the Beautiful didn't see coming. Could Carter be the person who finally helps Hope break free from her past? Or is Liam's love too strong, too embedded in her heart for her to ever fully let go? And what about Thomas? Though he appears to have moved on with Paris, his connection to Hope has always been undeniable. Will he make a surprise comeback in Hope's life, further complicating the already intricate relationships at play? One thing is for certain, Hope Logan's mind is bending in ways she never imagined, and Liam is determined to win her back, no matter what it takes. But with Carter in the picture, this love triangle may become a full-fledged quadrangle before long. Fans will have to stay tuned to see who Hope ultimately chooses and how this emotional storm will resolve. In conclusion, a new beginning or the same old story? At its core, The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on these types of dramatic, character-driven love stories. Liam's bold move to win back Hope, Carter's surprising confession, and Hope's internal struggle with her emotions create the perfect recipe for the kind of riveting television fans can't get enough of. In the end, will Hope finally break free from the patterns of her past? Will Liam succeed in rekindling their love? Or is Carter the man who will truly capture her heart? Brooke beat Taylor at a game neither was playing, the ultimate soap showdown. In the glamorous, high-stakes world of The Bold and the Beautiful, no moment is ever wasted when it comes to drama. Relationships shift like sands in an hourglass, hearts are broken and mended at lightning speed, and betrayals are always just a poorly timed conversation away. But in this latest chapter of Bold and Beautiful madness, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes, two of the most iconic figures in soap opera history, found themselves in an unexpected competition, a game neither realized they were playing. Taylor's diagnosis: broken heart syndrome? It all began when Taylor Hayes, world-renowned psychiatrist and perpetual victim of Rich Forrester's emotional ping-pong game, received a rather odd diagnosis: broken heart syndrome. In an effort to mend her shattered soul, Taylor turned to the mystical guidance of Chandra, whose healing sound bath became the catalyst for Taylor's journey toward inner peace. It was an unorthodox treatment, but Taylor seemed determined to heal. One could almost sense the unspoken question: could mending her emotional wounds also mend her relationship with Ridge? And yet, just as Taylor dipped into a calming, healing bath, her real-life tormentor, none other than Ridge, was there to lend his lap for a cuddle. That's right. Ridge, the source of so much of Taylor's agony, was also supposed to be the solution to her heartbreak. To an outsider, this might seem counterintuitive if not downright harmful. But in soap opera land, the rules of emotional health are a little more flexible. Brooke's discovery: knowledge is power. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan, ever the Hawkeye protector of her interests, Reed Ridge, wasn't about to let Taylor's so-called healing go unchecked. After spying on the pair during a particularly intimate moment, Brooke put two and two together and realized that Taylor was on a mission not just to heal her heart, but also to win back Ridge. Cue the most biting line of the week, delivered with all the sass that only Brooke Logan can muster. "For your information," she hissed, "I've had a broken heart many, many times, and nobody ever called it a syndrome." Zing! Brooke, always one for a perfectly timed zinger, managed to turn what could have been a moment of vulnerability into a power play. And then, as if to solidify her status as queen of the Ridge love triangle, Brooke got Ridge to recreate that sexy pose with her, reminding everyone that there's a reason Brooke's bedroom became an iconic part of the show's lore. Was Brooke playing a game? Maybe not intentionally, but she definitely wasn't losing. Ridge, the root of all problems and solutions? Let's be real. Rich Forrester is, as always, the root cause of much of the heartache swirling around Taylor and Brooke. And yet, paradoxically, he's also the one who can fix it. Ridge's involvement in Taylor's healing, particularly during that snuggly session in Chandra's sound bath, has left many fans scratching their heads. How can the man responsible for Taylor's pain also be the one helping her recover from it? To add another layer of complexity, Ridge doesn't seem to fully understand the impact he has on the women in his life. In typical Ridge fashion, he's just there, floating between Brooke and Taylor, occasionally dipping into their lives, and causing chaos without even trying. But here's where things get interesting. Is Ridge really helping Taylor heal? Or is he inadvertently reigniting an old flame? And if so, will Taylor's newly healed heart be able to withstand another round of Ridge-related heartbreak? Carter, the new Steffy? As if the Brooke-Taylor-Ridge triangle weren't enough, the show threw another curveball into the mix. Carter Walton, who seems to be stepping into Steffy's shoes in more ways than one. Not only is Carter becoming more prominent in Forrester Creations' business dealings, but his involvement with Hope and the Logan Forrester drama has raised more than a few eyebrows. During a tense business meeting about Hope's fashion line, Carter's enthusiasm for Hope's designs bordered on personal. Steffy, ever the astute businesswoman, kept her emotions in check and demanded results, but there was an underlying tension that couldn't be ignored. Carter's cheerleading for Hope didn't go unnoticed, and one couldn't help but wonder if Carter's interest extended beyond the boardroom. And that's when things got really juicy. Hope's offhand comment to Carter, "We shan't keep the queen waiting," followed by a playful jab about Steffy's guillotine, showed that even the characters themselves are aware of the brewing tension. Is Carter the new Steffy? Only time will tell. Wash, rinse, repeat. The same old story? If there's one thing soap opera fans have learned over the years, it's that storylines tend to repeat themselves. And this week's episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful were no exception. We're heading for yet another round of the Brooke-Ridge-Taylor triangle, despite the characters' insistence that things will be different this time. But that's the beauty of soap operas, isn't it? The predictability is part of the charm. We know that Ridge will continue to waver between Brooke and Taylor, just as we know that Hope and Liam will never be truly settled. And yet we keep watching because the actors, the writers, and the sheer spectacle of it all make even the most repetitive storylines feel fresh. That said, it's hard to ignore the fact that Liam seems to be taking a page out of Ridge's playbook. Just as Ridge can't seem to stay away from both Brooke and Taylor, Liam is now flitting between Hope and Steffy, with a few unsolicited kisses along the way. Someone needs to sit Liam down and explain the concept of boundaries because right now, he's coming across as Ridge 2.0. RJ and Will. Future power players? While the main drama unfolded around Ridge, Brooke and Taylor, another storyline quietly simmered in the background. RJ and Will, the next generation of Forrester and Spencer men, are beginning to carve out their own paths. While RJ's journey as a designer still feels underdeveloped, Will's decision to work at Forrester Creations has all the makings of a juicy subplot. Bill Spencer's reaction to his son's internship was priceless. "What are they gonna teach you to do, stitch a sequin? Hem a dress," he scoffed, clearly unimpressed by Will's fashion-forward career move. But when Bill discovered the real reason behind Will's decision, the allure of Forrester's glamorous female employees, his disgust turned to delight. Will's internship at Forrester Creations could lead to all kinds of drama, especially if he gets entangled with one of the many women orbiting the fashion house. And given his father's history, it wouldn't be surprising if Will followed in Bill's footsteps, both in business and in love. The heart of the matter. At the core of this week's drama is a simple truth. Love triangles never go out of style. Whether it's Brooke versus Taylor or Liam versus Steffy, the dynamics remain the same. Ridge will always be torn between two women, just as Liam will always struggle to decide who truly has his heart. But as repetitive as these storylines may be, they also serve as a reminder of what makes soap operas so addictive. The emotional stakes are always high, the characters are endlessly entertaining, and the drama, no matter how predictable, never fails to keep us coming back for more. So, is Brooke really beating Taylor at a game neither of them were playing? It's hard to say. Both women are fighting for Ridge's heart, even if they'd never admit it. But if history has taught us anything, it's that in the world of the bold and the beautiful, no one ever truly wins. The game just keeps going. Carter refuses to give up on Hope. A bold move on Bold and the beautiful October 17th episode breakdown. In a dramatic turn of events on the Bold and the beautiful B&B, Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor is proving his loyalty to Hope Logan Annika Noel in ways that are turning heads. The October 17th episode has him risking it all for her, professionally and personally. As fans of the show know, Carter is a man who doesn't back down, and now he's putting everything on the line for the future of Hope for the future. HFTF. Let's break down this bold move and the tension it's building in Forrester Creations. The stakes. Why Carter won't give up on Hope's vision. Carter has always been a steady force at Forrester Creations, but his recent attachment to Hope's fashion line is becoming an all-consuming passion. It's not just about business anymore. It's personal. On this episode, we see Carter fighting to preserve HFTF, a brand that's been teetering on the edge of collapse due to financial struggles. With Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Ridge Forrester Torsten K. scrutinizing the brand's performance, Carter is one of the few willing to go to bat for Hope. But why? What drives him to risk his career and reputation for her? Carter's emotional commitment. Is it more than just business? During the intense boardroom meeting, Carter's defense of Hope's collection becomes more emotional than strategic. As Steffy grills him for hard numbers and financial justifications, Carter's argument shifts away from cold calculations to a passionate defense of the vision that HFTF represents. He brings up the success of Brooke's bedroom line, and suggests channeling that same energy into Hope's designs. This isn't just a pitch, it's personal. Carter sees Hope as more than just a colleague. He's clearly enamored with her, and that affection is influencing his professional decisions. Could it be that Carter's feelings for Hope are clouding his judgment? Or is he the only one truly seeing the potential in her vision? Hope's role. Is she using Carter? As much as Carter's loyalty is admirable, there's another side to this story, Hope's. Some fans have started to speculate whether Hope is aware of Carter's feelings and might be using them to her advantage. After all, Her track record with men in her life suggests she knows how to wield her charm when necessary. Hope's romantic history is complicated, to say the least. She's juggled relationships with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and now possibly Carter. Hope has been determined to make HFTF a success, but how far will she go? Is her growing closeness to Carter just a business strategy? Or is there genuine affection there? Her reluctance to commit to Thomas, coupled with her current vulnerability, raises questions. Steffy versus Carter, the battle for Forrester Creations. Steffy is no stranger to boardroom battles, and in this episode her focus is clear. The numbers. While Carter is defending Hope's brand from an emotional and visionary standpoint, Steffy is all about results. She and Ridge demand to see the financials and question whether HFTF is worth the continued investment. This creates a palpable tension, with Steffy representing the hard-headed business leader, while Carter plays the role of the idealist. Carter's emotional appeal may resonate with some, but will it be enough to sway Steffy and Ridge? Their skepticism isn't without merit. HFTF has been struggling. If Carter can't prove that the brand is worth saving, his passionate defense might fall on deaf ears. The lingerie suggestion. A step too far? One of the more surprising moments in Carter's pitch is his suggestion to take inspiration from Brooke's bedroom, not just in terms of brand energy, but by having Hope model lingerie. While it's a bold move, some fans might be questioning whether this is really about Hope's future in fashion or Carter's growing obsession with her. Is Carter crossing a line by suggesting such a provocative move for Hope? And more importantly, how will Hope react to this idea? It's one thing to defend her creative vision, but taking it to such a personal level could make things awkward, both in the boardroom and beyond. Hope's next move. Keeping Liam and Carter in play. Hope's love life has always been messy, and this episode adds more fuel to the fire. While she's building a professional relationship with Carter, her emotional connection with Liam remains unresolved. After all, it wasn't long ago that Liam kissed her, and while Hope didn't immediately reciprocate, her reaction left the door wide open for future possibilities. Is Hope stringing Carter along, keeping him close in case her fashion line needs another boost? At the same time, is she keeping Liam in her back pocket as a backup plan if things with Carter don't work out? Fans have watched Hope go back and forth between these two men for years, and it seems like she's gearing up for another round of romantic indecision. Could Carter be her ticket to saving HFTF, while Liam remains her safety net for personal fulfillment? Will Carter regret his decision? Carter is a smart man, but his heart may be leading him into dangerous territory. His defense of Hope and HFTF is admirable, but it's also risky. If Steffy and Ridge decide that the brand isn't worth saving, Carter could find himself out of favor at Forrester Creations. And if Hope's feelings for him aren't genuine, he may end up heartbroken on top of everything else. This episode marks a turning point for Carter. He's putting himself out there in a big way, both personally and professionally. But will his gamble pay off? Or is he setting himself up for failure? Fan speculation. What's next for Carter and Hope? As the tension builds, fans of the bold and the beautiful are buzzing with theories about what's next. Will Carter and Hope's relationship turn romantic? Or is she just using him to keep her fashion line afloat? And how will Steffy react if Carter's emotional plea actually sways the decision in Hope's favor? Some fans believe that Carter's loyalty will be rewarded, and that he'll eventually win Hope's heart. Others are convinced that this is just the beginning of Carter's downfall, as Hope's history of romantic entanglements could lead to another messy love triangle. Conclusion: Carter's bold stand. The October 17th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is a testament to Carter's loyalty and passion, but it also raises important questions about the future of HFTF and his personal relationship with Hope. As the story unfolds, fans can't help but wonder if Carter is fighting for the right reasons, and whether his unwavering support will ultimately lead to success or heartache. Stay tuned to see how this bold move plays out and what consequences await Carter, Hope, and everyone at Forrester Creations. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for October 21st. Elektra's intro, Hope's temptation, and Carter's future. If you're a dedicated fan of The Bold and the Beautiful, this week is sure to have you at the edge of your seat. As we dive into the drama for the week of October 21st, the return of familiar faces, intense romantic entanglements, and career-altering decisions promise some unforgettable moments. In this article, we'll break down the most exciting storylines you can expect: the introduction of Elektra Forrester, Hope Logan's temptation, and Carter Walton's uncertain future. Plus, the Brooke and Taylor rivalry will reach new heights, Liam's conflicted heart, and Steffy's potential matchmaking schemes. Get ready for a week of passion, heartbreak, and family secrets. Elektra Forrester arrives. Meet the newest Forrester. The Forrester family tree just got a little more complicated. This week, Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, returns to Los Angeles, and she isn't coming alone. With her is her niece Elektra Forrester, played by the beautiful and talented Linnea Grace. This character introduction has fans buzzing, as Elektra's arrival is sure to stir up drama in the Forrester family. As a young and ambitious fashionista, Elektra brings her own flair to Forrester Creations, but her arrival will also have personal ramifications for the family. What we know about Elektra so far. While not much is known about Elektra's past, Ivy has hinted at her niece's strong-willed personality and determination to carve out a name for herself. Elektra is the daughter of a mysterious Forrester relative that we have yet to meet on screen, which could add a whole new layer of intrigue to her introduction. Expect Elektra to not only shake up the fashion world, but to get involved in some classic B&B romantic entanglements as well. Could she pose a threat to an established couple? Or will she become the next rising star at Forrester Creations? Either way, Elektra is bound to make a lasting impression in her debut week. Hope Logan tempted. Is Carter Walton the next man in her life? As if Hope Logan, Annika Noel, didn't have enough love triangles in her life. B&B spoilers for the week of October 21st suggest that Hope will find herself drawn to none other than Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. After Carter makes a compelling pitch for the lingerie line within Hope's fashion brand, Hope for the Future, the sparks between these two will begin to fly. Fans know that Hope has a soft spot for men who show her admiration and praise her work, and Carter seems to be doing just that. But is Carter genuinely interested in Hope's professional vision, or is he trying to win her heart? And could Hope be falling for him, despite still being entangled with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton? The lingerie line, a gateway for romance. Carter's pitch for the lingerie aspect of Hope for the Future will serve as a catalyst for these two characters to grow closer. While they work side by side on this new project, it's easy to see how feelings could start developing. Carter has always been a stable, reliable presence at Forrester Creations, but could his professional life be slipping into his personal life? As the COO of Forrester, Carter has been praised for his dedication and loyalty, but B&B fans have noticed how he tends to get caught up in messy relationships. This time it's Hope who is vulnerable, especially with her on-again, off-again relationship with Liam. Hope's conflicted heart. Liam, Carter, or someone else? At the same time Carter is making his moves, Hope's ex, Liam, is still holding on to Hope, no pun intended, for a reunion. Despite his declarations of love, Hope continues to reject Liam's advances, claiming she needs time to sort out her feelings. However, we know how soap operas work. Love triangles are a staple, and Hope will likely find herself torn between the two men. Liam's persistence could pay off, but it's just as possible that Carter will win her over with his charm and shared passion for the fashion industry. Adding even more complexity to the situation, Ivy's return could stir up old feelings for Liam. After all, Ivy has always had a soft spot for him. Will she try to rekindle their past romance, or will she step aside for her niece Elektra to make a play for Liam? Carter Walton's future. Will he stay at Forrester Creations? While Carter is busy trying to impress Hope, there are hints that his future at Forrester Creations may not be as secure as it seems. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, recently warned Hope not to jeopardize her friendship with Carter, mentioning that the company can't afford to lose him. This comment seemed to be a bit of foreshadowing, suggesting that Carter might be at risk of leaving Forrester Creations in the near future. Could a romantic entanglement with Hope lead to Carter's downfall at the company? Or is there another reason why Carter's position might be in jeopardy? With all the power struggles at Forrester, Carter could easily become collateral damage in a much larger battle between the Forrester and Logan families. Is Carter the next victim of heartbreak? If Hope does end up falling for Carter, there's no guarantee their relationship will last. After all, Hope has a history of breaking hearts, And Carter has had his fair share of romantic woes as well. Whether it's Quinn, Zoe, or Paris, Carter always seems to be left heartbroken by the women in his life. Will Hope add him to that list? Liam Spencer's intentions. Will he win Hope back? Liam isn't giving up on Hope anytime soon. B&B spoilers for the week of October 21st reveal that Liam will continue his attempts to win back Hope's heart. Despite her repeated rejections, Liam remains determined to reunite with her. His touching tributes and emotional speeches might wear down her resolve, but they could also push her closer to Carter. Could Liam's persistence be his undoing? Hope has already told him no multiple times, but as we know, love triangles are never straightforward in the soap world. Hope's conflicted heart could lead to her making a decision that surprises everyone, including herself. Ivy Forrester's return. More than just a family reunion, Ivy's return to Los Angeles isn't just about reuniting with her family. While she brings along her niece Elektra, Ivy also has her own agenda. It's no secret that Ivy still has feelings for Liam, and she made those feelings very clear the last time she was in town. Now that she's back, will Ivy try to win Liam over once again? Or will she step back and let Elektra have her moment in the spotlight? Whatever happens, Ivy's return is sure to complicate things for Liam, Hope, and anyone else caught in the crossfire. Steffy Forrester's matchmaking schemes. Is she trying to reunite Ridge and Taylor? Meanwhile, Steffy has her own family matters to deal with. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, are once again at odds, which puts Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., in a difficult position. Steffy has been adamant that she's not trying to play matchmaker between her parents, but with Taylor's health issues becoming more prominent, Steffy may reconsider her stance. Steffy's desire to see her parents back together could lead to more tension between the Logans and the Forresters. Will Steffy take more drastic steps to reunite Ridge and Taylor? Or will the family drama reach a boiling point that affects everyone involved? Will's bad news, Carter's big pitch, Hope's future. Coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful. Soap opera fans, buckle up. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful is set to reach fever pitch this week, and the upcoming twists will have you on the edge of your seat. On Thursday, October 17, 2024, the CBS soap opera delivers explosive revelations and major decisions for some of your favorite characters. Let's dive into the juicy details of what's to come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Spencer's bombshell. It all kicks off with Will Spencer, played by Finnegan George, dropping a major bombshell. He makes a visit to his father, Bill Spencer, Don Diamant, at the Spencer mansion, and he's got some shocking news that's bound to shake things up. So what's the big reveal? It looks like Will is about to come clean about his internship at Forrester Creations. This isn't your ordinary office gossip. Bill has always been a dominant figure in his children's lives, expecting loyalty not just in the personal sense but also in their professional choices. Will's decision to work for the competition, aka the dressmaker Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., is about to ruffle some feathers. Could Will's internship at Forrester Creations cause a permanent rift between father and son? B&B spoilers suggest that Bill might initially feel blindsided, maybe even a little betrayed. His ego is not one to be bruised lightly. Despite Bill's deep love for his son, he might interpret Will's decision as a direct affront to the Spencer legacy, especially given Bill's long-standing rivalry with Ridge and the Forresters. Bill Spencer's reaction, hurt or strategic? Fans are in for a treat with Bill's emotional journey on Thursday. Spoilers hint that Bill's immediate reaction will be a mix of hurt and confusion. Will has always been a golden child in Bill's eyes, but his son's alliance with Forrester Creations might feel like a punch in the gut. But as we know, Bill is a master strategist. Once he's processed the shock, expect him to start plotting ways to reel Will back in. Will he try to win over his son by offering him a position at Spencer Publications? It seems like a Bill move to make the offer even sweeter than before. However, Will's dedication to his internship might not be swayed so easily. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, Will's mother, has been incredibly supportive of his decision to work at Forrester, and Will might not want to disappoint her. The tension between Bill and Katie, regarding their co-parenting styles and differing expectations for Will's future, could come to the forefront as Bill scrambles to regain control. This emotional arc will likely cause waves in the B&B fandom, Bill Spencer's identity as the quintessential corporate mogul may be challenged in ways he doesn't anticipate. Can he make peace with his son's ambitions? Or will this trigger a deeper father-son conflict? Only time will tell, but Bill isn't one to take things lying down. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Carter Walton's big pitch. Meanwhile, across town at Forrester Creations, Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor is stepping into the spotlight with a huge proposal of his own, one that could change the course of Hope Logan's Annika Noel future. Carter's relationship with the Logan family, particularly Hope, has grown stronger over the past months. With Hope for the future hitting turbulent times, Carter has a vision. He believes Hope could reposition her brand by entering the lingerie market, taking a page from Brooke Logan's Catherine Kelly Lang book. After all, Brooke's Bedroom was a smash hit, and it propelled Forrester Creations to new heights. The power struggle at Forrester Creations. But of course nothing is ever that simple at Forrester. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, is bound to have strong opinions about Carter's pitch. While Steffy has supported Brooke's Bedroom line for business reasons, her relationship with the Logan family has always been complicated. Would Steffy really want Hope to have another successful brand under her belt, especially when tensions between the two have simmered for so long? Spoilers suggest Steffy might be the wild card in this situation. Even though Hope's success would mean profits for Forrester Creations, Steffy might view this as a direct threat to her own status in the company. After all, the Forrester-Logan rivalry is one of the most iconic elements of the show. Yet, Carter's pitch might have the backing of other key players. Brooke, Ridge, and perhaps even Eric Forrester, John McCook, might see potential in Hope's new direction. Could Carter's savvy business instincts be just what Hope needs to revitalize her brand? Fans will have to tune in to see if Carter can get his vision approved by the powers that be, or if Steffy will throw a wrench into the mix. Hope Logan's love life. A new twist? While Carter is pushing Hope's professional life in a new direction, her love life is also in flux. Hope and Liam Spencer Scott Clifton have been on shaky ground for a while now, but could Thursday's episode mark a turning point? After her rocky romance with Liam, many viewers have wondered if there's still a glimmer of hope for Lope. Could Hope reconsider her recent decisions and give her marriage with Liam another chance? Or has she fully moved on? Carter's presence in Hope's life has been intriguing. He's steady, reliable, and different from the whirlwind drama she's been used to with Liam. But is Carter just the latest distraction? Or is there something more between them? The dynamics between Hope and Carter might heat up in unexpected ways. Carter, while previously overlooked as a romantic lead, might prove to be exactly what Hope needs in this new chapter of her life. But with Liam still in the picture and potentially fighting to win her back, this love triangle is far from over. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Hope for the future survive? As if that's not enough drama, Hope's professional future is also on the line. Hope for the future has had its ups and downs, but Carter's new pitch could breathe fresh life into the line. However, even if Steffy agrees to the plan, there's still the chance that she could sabotage Hope's future in the company. Steffy's rivalry with Hope has been long-standing, and fans know Steffy isn't afraid to play dirty when it comes to protecting her family's legacy. Could she quietly undermine Hope's efforts, ensuring that Brooke's Bedroom reigns supreme while Hope for the future falters? Final thoughts. What to expect on Thursday, October 17, 2024. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful promises to deliver all the twists and turns that fans crave. From Will's bombshell news and Bill's emotional reaction, to Carter's career-defining pitch and the potential shakeup in Hope's personal life, the drama is at an all-time high. Will Bill and Will find a way to bridge their differences? Can Carter get Steffy and the rest of Forrester Creations on board with his vision for Hope? And most importantly, what's next for Hope's love life? Fans won't want to miss this jam-packed episode filled with family drama, corporate power plays, and heart-pounding romance. The stakes have never been higher, and The Bold and the Beautiful continues to keep viewers hooked with its signature blend of passion, intrigue, and jaw-dropping moments.